let's get to the nightcap here. And of course, that is Old Forester 100, like I mentioned at the beginning of the show. This is it's 100 proof. So, you're getting a lot of oomph here in the bottle. Just looking at the bottle, really a dark color. It's like a dark copper color. And the thing about Old Forester here is that it is the longest running bourbon brand on the market. Old Forester was allowed to still be in production during Prohibition because it was being used for medicinal purposes. So whatever you think about that, 100 proof, yeah, there's some medicinal purposes there. I'll say that. So, but yes, they've been making it for a long time on the back here. Nearly 150 years ago is when they first started making Old Forester. So you could pick up this bottle like in the mid-20s, I think. So certainly. Very easy to find, easy to pick up a bottle in the mid-20s here. It says here established 1870. So twist top. I don't know how I feel about that. How do you guys feel? Like, leave a comment. Like, what do you think about twist top? Or do you like the cork where you pop it and then there's sort of a different feel there? Okay, here, let me grab my Broncos Rocks glass here, and we can get into this here. Again, you see the copper color here. So the nose, you can feel that there's that 100 proof in there. You can smell it. You pick up a little bit of caramel, a little bit of fruity, like it's sort of like almost like a cherry feel. I don't know if that's like the proof or if that's like a real cherry feel there. It almost kind of smells medicinal, It's really bold. You can really feel like it's oaky, and you can feel that proof. You can feel the nuttiness. You can feel it's spicy. You can taste that. Yeah, the finish is interesting. You pick up on those like baking spices. It's really seasoned, and then there's like a little bit of bitterness. Um, that like maybe you're not quite looking for like with your bourbon, and maybe that's why this is at this price point. Um, it is like a little bit bitter, a finish that like it could be just because I'm drinking it like neat here for this tasting, but maybe a rock would go a long way and maybe like giving it a little balance there, or like maybe a little bit of a smoother finish. Um, it is a little bitter though. Um, yeah, that thing packs a punch. Old Forester is like sort of an interesting brand. Like it's been around for a long time. It's in that mid 20s price range, but they've been like doing things to like sort of like work on building the bourbons that they're producing. They now make like an Old Forester 1897, a little bit of higher price point, a 1920. I've not tasted those, but based off a little bit of research I was doing, what the difference is in the finish. Like the first taste and like the palate and the nose are very similar, but what they've done in those higher price points is remove some of that bitterness, is what I read. And having tasted this just now, you're definitely getting some of that bitterness on the finich there. And bourbon has been like come a long way here, where at this mid 20 $30 price range, you can really get some outstanding bottles. And so that creates sort of like an interesting market for someone like Old Forester, that they've now introduced these other bottles, the 1897 and 1920. And so like for this bottle here, where you can get this in like the mid to lower 20s, that's an interesting, it just sort of creates like a position in the market where you're like, okay, maybe this is for somebody who's just like looking to mix cocktails and wants a cheap bottle or something like that. But it definitely, otherwise, like it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's like it's spicy, and if you like those more assertive, and you're certainly getting a bang for your buck in the 100 proof here. But it is certainly bold. I'll say that it's seasoned and it's got that high proof, so you can really taste that here. So a medicinal quality indeed here to Old Forester 100.